Helena Blavatsky, the enigmatic founder of the Theosophical Society, spent decades studying the mysteries of human consciousness. Among her most profound revelations were her teachings about the true nature of dreams and sleep states. According to Blavatsky, what we casually dismiss as just dreaming represents one of humanity's most significant misunderstandings about the nature of reality itself. In her seminal work, The Secret Doctrine, Blavatsky explained that consciousness never truly sleeps. When the physical body enters its rest state, consciousness simply shifts its focus from the material plane to what she termed the astral plane, a realm of existence that interpenetrates our physical world but operates according to different laws and principles. Blavatsky taught that during sleep, our astral body, the subtle energy duplicate of our physical form, separates partially from the dense material body. This separation allows consciousness to explore dimensions of reality that remain hidden during normal waking states. What we remember as dreams are often fragmented recollections of actual experiences in these higher planes of existence. The Theosophical teachings emphasize that these astral experiences are not random neural firings or psychological projections, but genuine encounters with other forms of consciousness, both human and non-human. Blavatsky warned that many people remain completely unaware of the significance of their dream experiences, treating them as meaningless mental noise rather than glimpses into profound spiritual realities. This fundamental misunderstanding, according to Blavatsky, represents one of the greatest obstacles to human spiritual development. By dismissing dreams as mere fantasy, we cut ourselves off from valuable sources of wisdom, guidance, and spiritual growth that are available to us every single night. Understanding the true nature of dreams, Blavatsky taught, is essential for anyone seeking to develop their spiritual faculties and gain access to the hidden knowledge that exists beyond the limitations of physical perception. Chapter 2. The Astral Plane Revealed. Blavatsky's teachings describe the astral plane as a realm of existence that exists at a higher vibrational frequency than physical matter. This plane is populated by various forms of consciousness, including the astral bodies of sleeping humans, discarnate entities who have passed from physical life, and beings who exist naturally in these higher dimensions. According to Theosophical doctrine, the astral plane is characterized by several unique properties that distinguish it from physical reality. Time and space operate differently in this realm. Distances can be traversed instantaneously through focused intention, and past, present, and future events may be perceived simultaneously. The landscape of the astral plane is fluid and responsive to thought, changing according to the mental and emotional states of those who inhabit it. Blavatsky explained that during sleep, our consciousness naturally gravitates toward regions of the astral plane that correspond to our spiritual development and predominant mental states. Those with pure intentions and developed spiritual faculties may find themselves in luminous realms inhabited by advanced souls and spiritual teachers. Conversely, individuals dominated by base desires or negative emotions may be drawn to darker regions populated by entities that feed on such energies. The Theosophical teachings emphasize that these astral experiences are not symbolic or metaphorical, but represent actual encounters with real beings and environments. The challenge lies in developing the ability to maintain conscious awareness during these experiences and to accurately remember and interpret them upon awakening. Blavatsky taught specific techniques for enhancing dream recall and developing conscious control within the astral plane. These practices, drawn from ancient mystery school traditions, enable practitioners to transform their sleep periods from passive unconsciousness into active spiritual exploration and learning. The astral plane, according to Blavatsky, serves as a bridge between the physical world and even higher spiritual realms, making it a crucial domain for anyone seeking to understand the full spectrum of human consciousness and spiritual potential. Chapter 3. Ancient Wisdom and Modern Misunderstanding. Throughout history, ancient civilizations understood the profound significance of dream states and developed sophisticated systems for interpreting and utilizing these experiences. Blavatsky drew extensively from these traditional sources, including Egyptian mystery schools, Hindu Vedantic philosophy, and Tibetan Buddhist practices, to reconstruct humanity's lost understanding of consciousness during sleep. The ancient Egyptians, for example, built elaborate dream temples, where initiates would undergo specific rituals designed to facilitate prophetic dreams and encounters with divine beings. These practices were based on the understanding that sleep provided access to realms where the gods communicated directly with humanity, offering guidance, healing, and spiritual instruction. Similarly, Hindu and Buddhist traditions have long recognized different levels of consciousness during sleep, distinguishing between ordinary dreams, lucid dreams, and profound spiritual visions that occur in deep meditative states. These traditions developed detailed maps of consciousness that describe the various planes and subplanes that can be accessed during different sleep states. Blavatsky argued that modern Western civilization had largely abandoned this ancient wisdom, reducing dreams to mere psychological phenomena or random brain activity. This materialistic interpretation, she warned, represents a dangerous regression in human understanding that cuts us off from vital sources of spiritual knowledge and guidance. The consequences of this misunderstanding extend far beyond individual spiritual development. Blavatsky taught that dreams serve important functions in maintaining the balance between physical and spiritual realms, and that humanity's collective dismissal of these experiences weakens our connection to higher sources of wisdom and protection. Modern sleep research, while valuable in understanding the physiological aspects of sleep, fails to address the metaphysical dimensions that Blavatsky considered most important. The Theosophical perspective suggests that true understanding of sleep and dreams requires integration of both scientific observation and spiritual insight. Reclaiming this ancient wisdom, according to Blavatsky, is essential for humanity's continued spiritual evolution and for developing the expanded consciousness necessary to navigate the challenges of modern existence. Chapter 4. The Dangers of Unconscious Astral Travel. While Blavatsky taught that astral experiences during sleep offer tremendous opportunities for spiritual growth, she also warned of significant dangers that await the unprepared. The astral plane, like the physical world, contains both benevolent and malevolent forces, and unconscious travelers may encounter entities that seek to manipulate, deceive, or drain their spiritual energy. According to Theosophical teachings, the lower regions of the astral plane are inhabited by what Blavatsky termed elementaries, the discarded shells of deceased humans who were dominated by material desires during their earthly existence. These entities, lacking the spiritual essence that would allow them to progress to higher realms, remain trapped in the astral plane, where they seek to maintain their existence by feeding on the life force of incarnate beings. Blavatsky explained that during sleep, when our natural psychic defenses are lowered, we become vulnerable to influence from these negative entities. They may appear in dreams as deceased relatives, spiritual teachers, or other trusted figures, offering false guidance, or attempting to establish ongoing psychic connections that allow them to drain the dreamer's energy over time. Another category of dangerous astral entities includes what Blavatsky called black magicians, individuals who have developed psychic powers but use them for selfish or harmful purposes. These beings may attempt to influence sleeping individuals to serve their agenda, implanting suggestions or commands that manifest as seemingly spontaneous thoughts or impulses upon awakening. The Theosophical teachings also warn of naturally occurring astral parasites, entities that exist solely to feed on human emotional and psychic energy. These beings are attracted to individuals who experience intense fear, anger, or despair during their dream states, and may attach themselves to such people, gradually draining their vitality and mental clarity. Blavatsky emphasized that protection from these dangers requires both knowledge and spiritual development. She taught specific visualization techniques and invocations that could be used to create protective barriers around the astral body during sleep, as well as methods for recognizing and banishing negative entities encountered in dreams. Chapter 5. Developing Conscious Dream Control. Blavatsky taught that with proper training and spiritual development, individuals could learn to maintain conscious awareness during their astral travels, transforming sleep from a period of vulnerability into an opportunity for directed spiritual exploration and learning. This practice, known in various traditions as lucid dreaming or conscious astral projection, represents one of the most valuable skills a spiritual seeker can develop. The first step in developing conscious dream control, according to Theosophical teachings, involves cultivating a disciplined and purified mind during waking hours. Blavatsky emphasized that the quality of one's thoughts and emotions throughout the day directly influences the nature of astral experiences during sleep. Individuals who maintain pure intentions, practice compassion, and seek spiritual knowledge naturally gravitate toward higher astral realms where beneficial encounters are more likely. Blavatsky taught specific preparatory practices to be performed before sleep. These include meditation on spiritual themes, invocation of protective spiritual forces, and the setting of clear intentions for the night's astral experiences. She recommended visualizing oneself surrounded by brilliant white light and mentally requesting guidance from one's higher self or spiritual teachers. The development of dream recall represents another crucial element in gaining conscious control over astral experiences. Blavatsky suggested keeping detailed dream journals and practicing immediate recall upon awakening before the logical mind can dismiss or distort the memories of astral encounters. Over time, this practice strengthens the connection between astral and physical consciousness, making it easier to maintain awareness during dream states. Advanced practitioners, according to Blavatsky, can learn to consciously direct their astral travels to specific locations or seek out particular teachers or sources of knowledge. This level of control requires years of dedicated practice and significant spiritual development, but offers access to wisdom and experiences that would otherwise remain completely inaccessible. The ultimate goal of conscious dream control in the Theosophical system is not mere psychic entertainment, but the acceleration of spiritual evolution through direct contact with higher forms of consciousness and deeper understanding of universal principles. Chapter 6. Messages from the Masters. One of the most significant aspects of Blavatsky's teachings about dreams involves the possibility of receiving direct instruction from highly evolved spiritual beings known as the Masters or Mahatmas. These advanced souls, according to Theosophical doctrine, have completed their human evolution but remain connected to Earth to guide humanity's spiritual development. Blavatsky claimed that much of her own knowledge came through such contacts, both during meditation and in dream states. She taught that the Masters communicate with their students through various means, including direct astral visitation during sleep, symbolic dreams that convey complex spiritual teachings, and the implantation of knowledge that emerges gradually in the student's consciousness. The challenge in receiving genuine communications from the Masters lies in distinguishing authentic contacts from the many false messages that may come from lower astral entities seeking to deceive or manipulate. Blavatsky provided specific criteria for evaluating the authenticity of such experiences, emphasizing that true Masters never command blind obedience, never promote personal aggrandizement, and always encourage the development of wisdom and compassion. Authentic communications from the masters, according to Blavatsky, are characterized by their profound wisdom, their consistency with universal spiritual principles, and their tendency to inspire the recipient toward greater service to humanity. These messages often come in symbolic form, requiring careful interpretation and meditation to fully understand their meaning. Blavatsky taught that the ability to receive clear communications from the masters develops gradually as the student purifies their mind and emotions. Those who are dominated by personal desires, ego-driven ambitions, or emotional instability are unlikely to receive genuine contacts, as their mental state creates interference that prevents clear reception of higher spiritual transmissions. The preparation for receiving such communications involves years of dedicated spiritual practice, including meditation, study of spiritual philosophy, and active service to others. Blavatsky emphasized that the masters do not waste their time with casual seekers, but focus their attention on those who demonstrate genuine commitment to spiritual development and humanitarian service. Chapter 7. The Akashic Records in Dreams. Blavatsky taught that during certain dream states, consciousness can access what she termed the Akashic Records, a cosmic repository of all knowledge and experience that exists on the highest spiritual planes. These records contain the complete history of every soul's journey through multiple incarnations, as well as the collective wisdom accumulated by humanity throughout its evolution. According to Theosophical doctrine, the Akashic Records exist as vibrational imprints in the fundamental substance of the universe, sometimes called the astral light or Akasha. These records can be accessed by consciousness that has been sufficiently refined and elevated through spiritual practice, often during deep meditative states or in certain types of prophetic dreams. Blavatsky explained that access to the Akashic Records typically occurs spontaneously, rather than through deliberate effort. Individuals who have developed their spiritual faculties may find themselves experiencing vivid dreams that contain detailed information about past civilizations, future possibilities, or the hidden connections between seemingly unrelated events. These Akashic dreams are distinguished from ordinary dreams by their extraordinary clarity, their internally consistent logic, and their tendency to provide information that can be verified through subsequent research or experience. Recipients of such dreams often report a sense of absolute certainty about the reality of what they have witnessed, even when the content contradicts accepted historical or scientific understanding. The information received through Akashic dreams may relate to the dreamer's own past incarnations, providing insights into current life challenges and spiritual lessons. Alternatively, these dreams may reveal broader historical patterns or future trends that have significance for humanity's collective development. Blavatsky warned that access to the Akashic Records carries great responsibility. Those who receive such information are expected to use it wisely and for the benefit of others, rather than for personal gain or ego gratification. Misuse of Akashic knowledge, she taught, can result in the loss of this faculty and may create negative karmic consequences that extend across multiple lifetimes. Chapter 8. Prophetic Dreams and Future Sight. Throughout her writings, Blavatsky acknowledged the reality of prophetic dreams while providing a sophisticated framework for understanding how consciousness can perceive future events. According to theosophical teachings, time as experienced in physical reality represents only one dimension of a more complex temporal structure that can be perceived from higher planes of consciousness. Blavatsky explained that during certain dream states, consciousness can access what she called the eternal now, a perspective from which past, present, and future exist simultaneously. From this vantage point, future events can be perceived not as fixed destinies, but as probable outcomes based on current trends and the collective choices being made by humanity. The accuracy of prophetic dreams, according to Blavatsky, depends on several factors, including the spiritual development of the dreamer, the clarity of their psychic perception, and their ability to correctly interpret symbolic information received during the dream state. Many prophetic dreams come in symbolic form, requiring careful analysis to extract their practical meaning. Blavatsky distinguished between different types of prophetic dreams. Some reveal personal future events related to the dreamer's individual karma and life path. Others provide glimpses of collective future possibilities affecting communities, nations, or humanity as a whole. The most significant prophetic dreams, she taught, come to individuals who have dedicated themselves to serving the spiritual evolution of humanity. The Theosophical perspective emphasizes that prophetic dreams serve important functions beyond mere prediction. They may provide warnings that allow individuals or groups to avoid negative outcomes, or they may prepare people psychologically for challenges that lie ahead. In some cases, prophetic dreams inspire specific actions that help bring about positive future possibilities. Blavatsky cautioned against becoming overly dependent on prophetic dreams or attempting to force such experiences through artificial means. She taught that genuine prophetic ability develops naturally as a byproduct of spiritual evolution and should be regarded as a tool for service rather than personal advantage. Chapter 9. Healing and Transformation Through Dreams. Blavatsky taught that dreams provide powerful opportunities for healing on multiple levels: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. According to Theosophical understanding, many illnesses originate in the subtle bodies and astral planes before manifesting in physical form, making dream state healing particularly effective for addressing root causes of disease and dysfunction. During sleep, when the conscious mind's resistance is minimized, healing energies from higher planes can more easily penetrate the individual's energy system. Blavatsky explained that advanced spiritual beings, including the masters and angelic entities, often work through dreams to provide healing transmissions to those who are receptive to such assistance. The process of dream healing may involve direct energy transmission, symbolic guidance about necessary life changes, or the resolution of emotional traumas that have been stored in the unconscious mind. Blavatsky taught that many psychological and spiritual problems can be traced to unresolved experiences from past incarnations, and that dreams provide a natural mechanism for processing and releasing these karmic burdens. Individuals can enhance their receptivity to dream healing by approaching sleep with the proper mental and spiritual preparation. Blavatsky recommended specific meditation practices, purification techniques, and invocations that create optimal conditions for receiving healing assistance during dream states. The Theosophical teachings also emphasize the importance of dream symbols in the healing process. Many healing dreams communicate through symbolic imagery that speaks directly to the unconscious mind, bypassing the rational defenses that might otherwise resist necessary changes. Learning to interpret these symbols correctly can provide valuable insights into the healing process and the steps needed for complete recovery. Blavatsky warned that not all entities encountered in dreams have benevolent intentions, and that individuals seeking dream healing should always invoke protection from their highest spiritual guides. She taught specific visualization techniques for creating protective barriers and for distinguishing between genuine healing presences and potentially harmful astral entities. Chapter 10. The Collective Unconscious and Shared Dreams. Long before Carl Jung popularized the concept of the collective unconscious, Blavatsky taught about the interconnected nature of human consciousness and the possibility of shared experiences in dream states. According to Theosophical doctrine, all human minds are connected at deep levels through what she termed the universal mind or cosmic consciousness. This connection becomes particularly apparent during sleep, when individual consciousness merges more fully with universal currents of thought and emotion. Blavatsky explained that dreams sometimes reflect not personal experiences, but collective human concerns, archetypal patterns, or shared memories from humanity's distant past. The phenomenon of shared dreams, where multiple individuals experience similar or identical dream content, provides evidence for this interconnected nature of consciousness. Blavatsky taught that such experiences occur when individuals who are spiritually attuned access the same regions of the collective unconscious or encounter the same astral phenomena during their sleep travels. Particularly significant are what Blavatsky called racial dreams, symbolic visions that appear to many people within a culture or time period, often presaging important collective changes or challenges. These dreams may contain warnings about natural disasters, social upheavals, or spiritual opportunities that affect entire communities or nations. The Theosophical perspective suggests that sensitive individuals often serve as unconscious receivers and transmitters of collective psychic information during their dream states. This process helps maintain the psychic coherence of human communities and facilitates the sharing of important survival information across the species. Blavatsky taught that understanding the collective dimensions of dream experience can help individuals distinguish between personal psychological material and broader spiritual or social currents that they may be unconsciously accessing. This discrimination is important for maintaining psychological balance and for correctly interpreting the significance of dream content. Advanced practitioners, according to Blavatsky, can learn to consciously access collective dream currents to gain insights into social trends, cultural patterns, and the spiritual evolution of humanity as a whole. Chapter 11: Death, Dreams, and the Afterlife. Blavatsky's teachings about dreams include profound insights into the relationship between sleep states and the experience of death. According to Theosophical doctrine, the process of dying represents a permanent separation of consciousness from the physical body, while sleep involves only a temporary loosening of this connection. The experiences encountered during deep sleep states, Blavatsky taught, provide valuable preparation for the consciousness transitions that occur at death. Individuals who have learned to maintain awareness during astral travel are better equipped to navigate the afterlife realms with clarity and purpose, rather than drifting unconsciously through the post-mortem states. Blavatsky explained that the astral plane, which we visit during dreams, represents one of the primary realms inhabited by consciousness after physical death. Understanding the geography and inhabitants of this plane through dream experience can help individuals prepare for their eventual permanent residence in these higher dimensions. The Theosophical teachings describe a complex afterlife journey involving multiple planes of existence, each corresponding to different aspects of human consciousness. Dreams provide glimpses of these various realms and can help individuals understand the spiritual laws and principles that govern existence beyond physical life. Particularly significant are dreams involving deceased relatives or friends, which Blavatsky taught may represent genuine communications from those who have passed on. However, she warned that not all such encounters are authentic, as lower astral entities may impersonate deceased individuals for various purposes. The quality of an individual's dream life, according to Blavatsky, reflects their spiritual development and provides indications of their likely experiences in the afterlife. Those who consistently experience uplifting, spiritually oriented dreams are developing the consciousness qualities that will serve them well in the post-mortem states. Blavatsky taught specific practices for using dream experiences to prepare for death, including meditation on the impermanence of physical existence and cultivation of detachment from material concerns. These practices help ensure a smooth transition when the time comes to permanently leave the physical body. Chapter 12: Awakening to Your True Nature. The ultimate purpose of understanding dreams, according to Blavatsky's teachings, is to awaken to the true nature of consciousness and reality. Dreams serve as a bridge between ordinary waking awareness and the expanded consciousness that represents humanity's spiritual destiny. Blavatsky taught that what we consider normal waking consciousness is actually a severely limited state that perceives only the densest aspects of a multidimensional reality. Dreams provide glimpses of the broader spectrum of existence and consciousness that becomes available as individuals develop their spiritual faculties. The practice of conscious dreaming, combined with meditation and ethical living, gradually expands awareness until the boundaries between sleeping and waking consciousness begin to dissolve. Advanced practitioners report maintaining continuous awareness across all states of consciousness, experiencing life as a seamless flow of spiritual experience rather than alternating periods of consciousness and unconsciousness. This expanded awareness, according to theosophical teachings, represents the natural state of evolved human consciousness. The current limitation of awareness to physical waking states represents a temporary condition that will eventually be transcended as humanity continues its spiritual evolution. Blavatsky emphasized that the journey toward expanded consciousness requires patience, dedication, and proper guidance. She warned against forcing psychic experiences or attempting to bypass the necessary stages of spiritual development through artificial means such as drugs or extreme practices. The development of dream consciousness serves as both a means and an indicator of spiritual progress. As individuals purify their thoughts and emotions, their dream experiences naturally become more lucid, meaningful, and spiritually oriented. Eventually, the distinction between inner and outer reality dissolves, revealing the fundamental unity that underlies all existence. Through understanding and working with dreams according to Blavatsky's teachings, individuals can accelerate their spiritual evolution and contribute to the collective awakening of human consciousness. This represents not merely personal development, but participation in humanity's cosmic destiny as a spiritually awakened species. Have you ever experienced a dream that felt more real than your waking life, or received guidance in a dream that later proved accurate? Blavatsky's teachings suggest these experiences are far more significant than most people realize. What has been your most profound dream experience, and how do you think it might relate to the spiritual dimensions we've explored today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences could help others understand their own dream encounters. And if you found these ancient teachings fascinating, please subscribe to our channel for more explorations of hidden spiritual wisdom that can transform your understanding of reality.